Good evening, this is Rashad Mitchell coming to you live from my YouTube channel. It's a continue on my part series, The Week That Was College Football History and Review, the 1962 college football season. Today, I'll be talking about the games that were played during Week 8 of November the 10th, 1962. The week that was, Week 8, November 10th, 1962, the games that were played. Let's get into it. Boston College beat Texas Tech by a score of 42-13. Duke beat Maryland by a score of 10-7. Outgained 289 yards to 229 yards, Duke made big plays near its goal line and took over ACC lead by 4-0. Frustrated Maryland, Blue Devils twice picked off passes by quarterback Dick Steiner inside their own 5-yard line in first quarter and took 3-0 lead on kicker Bill Reynolds' second quarter field goal of 38 yards. Duke halfback defensive back Mark Leggett picked off Shiner at his 5-yard line to stump any questioners about Maryland trying to be first on scoreboard in first quarter. Blues pieced together a 57-yard drive in third quarter that featured 8, 9, 11-yard runs by Leggett until fullback Mike Curtis powered over for his 8th touchdown of the season and a 10-0 lead. Fullback Len Chiavarini had 99 yards rushing on 26 carries, was key to a 65-yard drive early in the fourth quarter as Shiner scored on a 5-yard rollout run to roll Terrapins off their backs. Maryland had 3 more chances to spring upset and keep its undefeated mark in ACC, but Devils came up big each time. The biggest play came from Duke linebacker Paul Bingle, who made goal line interception. Florida defeated Georgia by a score of 23-15 in Jacksonville. Upswing in Florida's season took short nap as Gators lost 2 fumbles in early going. Result was Georgia touchdown by halfback Don Porterfield. Florida came alive in the second quarter when Tom Gregory threw a block that broke fullback Larry Dupree, who had 111 yards rushing on 16 carries for a 41-yard touchdown run. Southpaw quarterback Tom Shannon hit halfback Jack Newcomer with a 2-point pass and an 8-7 lead. Dupree scored again for 15-7 halftime lead. Florida got halfback Bob Hoover's touchdown run and Shannon's 2-point run after the second half kickoff. Ignoring stiff win, Bulldog quarterback Larry Rakeshaw passed 6 for 10 on 13-play, 73-yard touchdown drive in the third quarter as he clicked on 7-yard touchdown toss to end Barry Wilson and hit split back Don Blackburn for 2 points. But Georgia spent last 19 minutes pinned down in own territory as Gator tackled Todd Peters with the defensive ace with several tackles for losses. Peters was aided by center linebacker Roger Petty, guard Larry Travis, and Russ Brown, and clamping down Rakeshaw and Bulldog offense. Next, Alabama, the number 3 team in the country, defeated Miami by a score of 36-3. Princeton Tide won the 19th straight game, moved to number 1 in AP poll by trouncing Miami. Bobby Wilson field goal gave Hurricanes 3-0 lead at halftime as quarterback George Myra outgained Bama quarterback Joe Namath 126 yards to 60 yards in the air. But Namath sparked Tide to big third offensive quarter in the third quarter, running 38 yards, then passing 36 yards to halfback Cotton Clark to set up Clark's first of 2 touchdown runs. Joe Namath threw a 12-yard touchdown pass to end Bill Battle for 23-3 lead before the third quarter ended. Center linebacker Leroy Jordan started on defense as Tide's speed overcame 26-pound per man weight disadvantage in the line. Michigan beat Illinois by a score of 14-10. In a battle of 2 top 10 teams, Wisconsin, the number 8 team in the country, beat number 1 Northwestern 37-6. Before standing room only crowd in Madison, senior halfback kicker Gary Kroner, without touchdown all season, took 2 touchdown passes from quarterback Ron Vanderkellen and kicked 38-yard field goal to give Wisconsin a 10-0 lead at halftime and 17-0 edge early in the third quarter. Kroner's third quarter touchdown catch came after he raced 44 yards with second half kickoff. Badgers defense pressured quarterback Tommy Myers all day and made interception and fumble to provide a halfback Lou Holland with 2 touchdown chances and 31-0 lead before end of the third quarter. So after being turned away at 1-yard line in second quarter, at point when it might have mattered, Northwestern finally struck for 39-yard touchdown pass from Myers to halfback Steve Murphy in the fourth quarter when it didn't matter. Now, turnover infected loss dropped the Wildcats out of nation's top ranking and promoted Wisconsin to fourth in the AP poll. So number 8 Wisconsin beat number 1 Northwestern 37-6. Number 8 Wisconsin beat number 1 Northwestern 37-6. Next, Minnesota beat and shut out Iowa 10-0. However, meager 78-yard gain on ground by Hawkeyes was most all year against nation's best run defense of Minnesota, who only allowed 25.3 yards on the ground as far as the run defense is concerned. But adventurous Iowa lost early fumbles at 3-yard line to Golden Gophers defensive standout halfback defensive back Jim Carnes. And at 18-yard line to quarterback defensive back Paul Ramseth, Nottingham Hawkeyes air game barely succeeded as it suffered 2 interceptions in Gophers territory. In second quarter, Minnesota tackle Bobby Bell threw halfback Bob Sherman for 7-yard loss that stopped yet another Iowa drive, and quarterback punter Matt Zuccalini resultant punt traveled only 19 yards to set the stage for Gopher trip to a 27-yard field goal by kicker Colin Bursic. Minnesota quarterback Dwayne Glasgow threw flat passes to his halfbacks to set up his own 4-yard touchdown run very early in the fourth quarter. Shutout was 5th in 7 games for Gophers and voted them into the first place tie in the Big Ten standings. Next, Notre Dame beat Pittsburgh by a score of 43-22. Speaking of Minnesota, go back to the Minnesota beating Iowa. Minnesota was ranked number 10 in the country. Okay, Notre Dame beat Pittsburgh 43-22. Nebraska beat Kansas by a score of 40-16. And next, number 5 Texas beat Baylor 27-12 as Longhorns coach Darrell Royal, undefeated but criticized for a lack of offensive imagination, selected new field general and quarterback Tommy Wade, and Texas compiled flashy 437 yards on offense. Wade had hand and 3 touchdowns as Texas eyed second consecutive Southwest Conference title. Baylor opened scoring in the first quarter as quarterback Don Troll ended 73-yard march with 1-yard touchdown run to 6-0 lead. Wade led 2 trips of 80 yards each in the second quarter, throwing for 2 touchdowns, including a 54-yard strike to end Tommy Lucas, Texas' longest play of the season. Bears halfback Ronnie Goodwin took pitch out and flipped the first scoring pass of his career, 18 yards to end James Ingram to draw Baylor within 21-12 in the third quarter. But linebackers Pat Culpepper and Ben House crushed 2-point run attempt by Bears halfback Kelly Roberts. And that was that, as Steers went back to building rushing yards, which would peak at 242 yards. And finally, number 2 Southern California beat Stanford by a score of 39-14. With news of Northwestern's loss to Wisconsin, USC fans thought the decisive win would be enough to power Trojans to the top of the AP poll, but instead Alabama leapfrogged Southern Cal. So Trojans went 80 yards twice for halfback kicker Tom Lupo's 32-yard field goal and quarterback Pete Beathard's 4-yard charge around in for touchdown and 10-0 halftime lead. So on its way to 201 yards of offense, USC went for 2 touchdowns in the third quarter. Linebackers Damon Bain and Larry Zaguspe nailed squat Stanford fullback Ken Baba Jane in end zone for safety after Indians had made goal line stand. So trailing 25-0, Stanford quarterback Clark Weaver rallied his team to a 72-yard drive that included 2 completions and 3 good quarterback keepers. So Weaver wedged over from 2-yard line and passed for 2 points. USC sub quarterback Bill Nelson took to air for a quick touchdown that put it out of reach at 33-8. Okay, so it's time to look at the AP poll as of November 12th. Number 1 was Alabama, number 2 was Southern California, number 3 was Mississippi, number 4 was Wisconsin, number 5 was Texas. Missouri's number 6, number 7 was Arkansas, number 8 Minnesota, number 9 Northwestern, and Louisiana State was number 10. So the the top 10 for the AP poll as November 12th. It was number 1, Alabama, number 2, Southern California, number 3, Mississippi, number 4, Wisconsin, number 5, Texas, number 6, Missouri, number 7, Arkansas, number 8, Minnesota, number 9, Northwestern, and number 10, Louisiana State. So that concludes a look at the week that was for week number 8, November 10th, 1962, the games that were played during week 8 of that season, November 10th, 1962, week 8. Hopefully you enjoyed everything that I talked about. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Really appreciate it. Until then, talk to you tomorrow. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Talk to you tomorrow.